Good evening, Primetime Squad. Hey there, Chastity. How are you doing? Hopefully, everybody is enjoying themselves this evening, this Sunday, the day before the new week. I'm just up here sharing this live. Make sure on your way in, you guys, you like the video, share the video to your social media platform, and also make sure you subscribe if you are not already a subscriber. Please and thank you very kindly. But we're going to be talking about catfish tonight. And the reason why I want to talk about catfish tonight is because I saw something really disturbing on an episode of Catfish the other day. And I was sitting around here at the house, my son and I, and I'm like, can you believe these people that be catfished? Some of them just seem so unbelievable. Like, you seriously couldn't tell that you were being catfished? Like, really? Like, really? I mean, I was like truly disturbed by a scene that I seen the other day. I am doing well. Thank you, Chastity. I had a wonderful day. Matter of fact, let me get my little drink. Because I'll be getting my throat be getting dry when I be sitting here talking and talking and talking. Pull my little table next to me. But I'm doing wonderful. I had a great day this morning. Got up. Actually, I was running late this morning to church. Got up, overslept. I was like, should I just stay home? Is it just meant for me to stay home? I'm like, no, it ain't meant for me to stay home from church. So anyway, got to church a little bit late. But then after that, came home, cooked dinner, which included some salmon and salad, and woo, it was good. And then we had leftovers from yesterday that some of the kids had spaghetti and chicken, and so. But anyway, then came home, took me a nice long slumber. A nice long slumber. What should have been a 2-hour nap turned into like 5 hours. I was like, oh my god, let me get up. I done slept through what's that show? Housewives of Atlanta, which I don't normally do reviews on that till the next day anyway to give people time to watch it. But I'll do a review on that tomorrow evening. But yes, I'm doing well. Just woke up literally, but I'm doing well. But I don't know if you guys watch Catfish. If you do, and you watch, let me see, which episode was that? It came on just the other day. Let's see. It was season 7, episode 24, and the title of the episode. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up some pictures real quick. Y'all, this is gonna trip y'all out. For y'all who did not watch it, like, this is gonna trip y'all out. And you know the show it's called Catfish, and the main cast member or the main person on the show, his name is Neve. And so Neve, as most people know, a lot of people call him or email him or write him a letter explaining to them their issue, that they think they are being catfished, and they seek him out to help them and to try to hook them up with the person that they seem unable to hook themselves up, like personally, like face to face. And he usually, has a good, he seems very, I don't know. I haven't watched every single show. This is season 7. I haven't watched every single show, but I watched a lot of the shows leading up to now. And he gets the job done, usually, most of the time. Most of the time. But the name of this show And it features the person who was catfished. What's her name? Shekinah. Her name is Shekinah. Or no, it's Shakina. Shakina Mateen. She's 31. And I'm going to show you her picture real quick. You said, yay, because I'm just getting off of work and I haven't watched Housewives yet. I was hoping you would. Oh, no. I'm not going to do it. Normally, I don't do, if I do a reviews show like on Housewives or Love and Hip Hop or Basketball Wives or any of those, I usually do it like the next day or a day or two after to give people time to watch. And on top of that, after I watch shows, I gotta take my little notes and everything and make sure I got everything right before I come to you guys talking about the show. So yeah, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. You saw an episode of Catfish one time. It was a man pretending to be a woman. He was talking like a... You know what? I probably seen that episode too because that episode sounds really familiar. Like, it sounds really familiar. Trying to see. Okay, the episode was titled Shekinah and Chris. And the co-host for this particular show with Neve was Cammie Crawford. And basically, this lady who was on this show, and mind you, this is a call-in show. Do I got the phone number up? Yep, I got the phone number up. This is a call-in show, so you can feel free to call in if you got anything to say about the show, or even if you've been catfished before, because I would like to hear your story, and I would like to hear who catfished you, how to find out, and how to resolve the relationship. So let me get my little conference call up. Because I definitely want to hear from you guys tonight.
This service is provided in high definition by freeconferencecallhd.com. Please enter your access code followed.
See if I get my access code.
Access code accepted.
Okay.
You are the only participant.
The phone is set up, so if you wanted to call in, you're free to call in tonight if you want to call in. But let me show you a picture of this lady. She claimed for the last 3 years, that she was dating Chris Breezy. Like C Breezy, like Chris Brown, like run it, Chris Brown. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on, y'all. Because this, child. Child. Okay. Let me pull up the picture. I'm going to pull up the picture of the girl who thought she was dating Chris Brown. Okay. This is the lady right here. Her name is Shekinah. Her last name is Mateen or Mateen, Mateen. She is 31 years old from Moreno Valley, California. And she was under the assumption that she has been dating Chris Brown for 3 long years. This is Shekinah. Oh, Jesus. Lord Jesus. Let me leave her little picture up here. I want her picture right here next to my face. That's Shekinah. Lord Jesus, y'all, when I say, okay, let me make her a little bigger. When I say I done seen it all, Okay, y'all just okay, let me sum this up for y'all real quick. Let me tell y'all what happened. Yes, she should have known better, Chastity. And first of all, he's a celebrity. First of all, he's a celebrity. That's number one. Um, you're not a celebrity. Not that's not okay. Let me backtrack. Not that celebrities um don't take interest or don't ever take interest in people who work normal jobs like us. Normal jobs. Who are not celebrities. But I'm like, come on, you got to be kidding me. She was okay. She called Neve and them, hit Neve up, and she was like, Neve, I need you to help me get in contact or meet my boyfriend face to face. And they're like, okay, when they be talking to you, they be interviewing you and everything. And she said, by the way, he's a celebrity. And they was like, oh, okay, he's a celebrity. Which one? She said, Chris Brown. You should have seen the look on Neve's face. You should have seen the look on his face. I know he was thinking in his head, like, oh, this is a piece of pie. This gonna be easy. This girl thinks she really dating. You is 31 years old. Child, you is 31 years old. You got teenage kids. And you think you dating Chris Brown? Now, I don't know. I don't know who is dating Chris Brown right now. I have seen somewhere where it said he was recently seen, hanging out somewhere in where was it? Uh Paris, France. Recently, like what's today, the 27th? On the 19th, he was seen in Paris, France, and it said he was with some female named Amika Harris that he's been seeing, on and off for years. And they think that might be, his girlfriend. People think they might have be an actual couple now. I don't know. I don't follow Chris like that. But you talking to Chris Brown on the phone for 3 years and you never meet him. You never FaceTime. You can never FaceTime, which is like how I don't know how long you've been watching Catfish, Chastity, but most people have been watching Catfish for a while, and they know the number one rule. The number one rule when you're dating someone that you met online or Instagram or Facebook, anywhere, if y'all never can Skype or they always talking about their front camera. Most phones nowadays got a front and a back camera for selfies and things like that. If they always talking about their front camera is not working and you can't Skype and you could never see them face to face, Lord have mercy. Let me see who's on the phone. Hello? Hey, what's up? Hold on 1 second. Let me hook you up to the speaker. Okay, let me see. Speaker is on. Okay, hello. Who's this?
Cassidy, I had to call
Hey,
you because of you. And
what's
Denise thought
up,
you were here for 3 years.
child? She thought she was dating Chris Brown for 3 years.
I gotta go look at that episode. That
You
is crazy.
you have to watch that episode. I'm telling you. When I watched the episode, that's why I was late for church this morning because I was up watching. Because Catfish, the newest season, is only like on episode I think 3, the newest season, and I missed a couple of episodes. I was up at like 1, 2 in the morning watching this. This was last night. I was like, I ain't never went live on no review about Catfish, but that took the cake. And I said, we gotta talk about this.
Like, that is crazy.
Girl. And then, like, okay. She claimed that she actually talked to Chris Brown every day, but Chris Brown never like offered to fly her to his home or on to any tours or any concerts or nothing like that. You dating a
Hey,
rich
so
celebrity for three
this could have
years,
been red flags anyway.
like red flags. And I'm watching this show like, is something wrong upstairs? Because even Neve and the lady that was helping Neve this episode, you know how he normally have like stars or famous people helping him, crack the case. Neve and Cammy, they was like looking at each other like she cannot believe that she's dating Chris Brown.
Man, like, how can you believe that yourself?
Uh, uh, I was done. I was done. But when you watch the whole episode and when they got to the part where, they fly out, they meet you at their home, they ask you for a little more evidence, and they said, have you said you talked to this person. Do you have their voice on a voicemail? She's like, yeah. He's left me messages before and I had them saved on my voicemail. She played her voicemails for them.
Did it sound like it? Did it sound like it? Did it sound like him?
I swear to God, after the first few words, I'm looking like, and
She
Neve
could have
and
been able to
Cammy is
tell.
looking like, Cammy said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bust your bubble, but that is not Chris Brown's voice. Like, that is not Chris Brown's voice. Chris Brown has a very distinctive voice, and that voice, it sounded like, before we even knew who it was, I knew it was like a female. It sounded like a female trying to sound like a man.
Oh, so it was a female the whole time.
Let me show you who it was. You let me take this picture down. I'm gonna move her to the side, and I'm gonna put up the other picture of who it was. Wait till y'all see who it was, y'all. Wait till y'all see who it was. Okay, let me find the picture. Oh Lord, here we go. You see the pic?
Hold on, it ain't popped up yet on my screen.
I am so done. I am so done. Okay.
Oh my god. Hold on, hold on. Hold on.
Her name her name is Johneesha. Johneesha. Her name is Nene. Everybody meet Nene, aka Chris Breezy.
I don't
Girl,
know how they
I'm
made her talk like the boy, like Chris Brown.
when I say, okay, now here's the deal. Let me move her to the side. When I say this girl, I was like, this is Chris. I was
Oh my
like,
god.
this is
I
Chris.
just keep looking at the picture like, how can you think that this is Chris Brown? How can you think that this is Chris Brown?
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I was like, no way. Even when she was talking to the girl on the phone, like you could distinctly tell this is not Chris Brown that's talking to you. I mean, I would have been like, okay, after 3 years, what would you have done to make somebody, not even after 3 years, after 3 hours, what would you have done to make Chris Brown prove that he was him if you were thinking that you were dating or talking to Chris Brown?
Right. I just can't believe this. Like, that, it was so funny though.
I, 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 I'm like, I was at a loss for words. I was like, really at a loss for words. Like, you got to be
It's
kidding
just
me.
silly.
Let me move.
I
Let me
don't exit off. What is it? I don't exit off.
let me get this girl off my screen.
Okay, there. That's true.
I'm
Okay.
like,
Oh, indeed. Tony, where you from?
I am from, okay, we got her out the way. Ooh, ooh, Lord have mercy.
Right.
I am from Omaha.
Omaha.
Omaha,
I heard
Nebraska.
that. Oh, Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. Right in the Midwest. Right in the Midwest.
I'm from
Home,
America, Georgia.
home of the Cornhuskers.
You said I'm country.
I can tell from your accent, like you from down south.
Yeah, it's called Americus, Georgia. Well, you know where Jimmy Carter, Plains, Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The president, he's from Plains, Georgia. That's like 15 minutes away from where I'm from.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, it's called Americus, Georgia.
Yep. As a matter of fact, I've heard of that location. I heard of that location.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. I reside in Atlanta now, though.
Oh, okay. I was just in Atlanta last July. Me and my kids and my family. We was down there around like the 15th of July, I think, or maybe the 25th. I can't remember, but we was down there for the first time. That was our first time visiting, and I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah,
My kids was like, "We can move down here." I'm like, "Man, I don't know. The only thing that is keeping me from moving is like the traffic."
yeah,
And
it's a lot. It's real busy.
it's like, I
Real
mean, it didn't matter what time of the day we drove. It was
busy.
like crazy. Like, how y'all do that? I would never drive.
Yeah,
I would never
but
drive.
it be a lot of people taking like the Ubers and stuff.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't like to drive though.
And that's what I would do.
Uh,
That's what I
it
would
be a
do.
lot of traffic, like especially in the evening time, like when you get off work and stuff. That's when I just can't.
Hmm. And the thing
I
about it
can't
is
deal with it.
normally when we go out of town, like we done been all over from Miami. I mean, we done been all over. Every year we find somewhere different, and it's like 10 of us, and we pick a spot and we go every year to a different location. And normally I'm driving. I done heavy traffic, Chicago, Miami. I mean, I done heavy traffic, but that Atlanta, I did not drive one time, and we was there for a week. And every time they said who want to drive next, not me. I'm not doing it. I didn't drive the whole week. I was like, nope, nope, not doing it. It was too much traffic, and they was driving too doggone fast. And I was like, nope, nope, I can't do it. I cannot
It was
do it.
nice talking to you, Tanya. You know
You
how you get on the
too.
phone and your children start to go wild.
Thank you for calling in. I
Your
appreciate
kids
you
go
calling in.
crazy.
That's okay. My sons, they're around here somewhere, but they older, so they probably in their
Yeah,
bedroom.
I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old,
Oh yeah, so you got real little
and I heard
ones.
yes, yes, man, yes. And I'm
Oh,
30. I'm 30 now, so I think I have them late, but everybody else is like that's good timing.
it is. A lot of people nowadays wait. I mean, I had my first one when I was, I think, 23. Yep, 23. And I had my second one when I was around 27, 28. That wasn't too bad. I wasn't too young. I wasn't too old by the time I had the second one. But one thing I just tell you is cherish those memories because they'll seem like a blink of an eye and they graduating from high school.
Uh,
Cherish those memories and take as many pictures and videos as you can.
that's really good. I take a lot of videos.
Yep. Yep. That's what I recommend when they still that little. But thank you for calling in. And yes, make sure you check out that show. I had watched it on demand. That's how I
Oh,
watched it.
yeah, that's what I'm about to do now. I had to watch it. I had just got off.
hmm Yep. But it was a pretty good show. But you're gonna be sitting there like from the beginning to the end, like this lady must be out her doggone mind.
And I gotta watch the Housewives too.
Yes, me too. I'm gonna watch them before I go to bed tonight, so I can make sure after I get home from work tomorrow.
Y'all be having to watch that 2 or 3 times too, like so I
Mhm.
can make sure I got the right the right
I,
info.
I do too, and some people might be like, Tanya, why you gotta watch your shows you review more than once? I watch it and then I watch it again, and that's when I take my notes. See, because when I first started doing reviews, I would watch it, and then I'd be like, dang, what was their name again? Oh my God, I can't remember. Oh my God. When you watch something more than once, it seems like you can almost remember everything that happened in the show. And some people be like, you so detailed. It's like you just talking off the top of your head. I'm like, because I watch my shows more than once. So, you know, it helps. It helps. I hate feeling lost when I'm doing a review. Like, what happened? But anywho, thanks for calling in. Oh, I think she already hung up. Oh, you still there?
Hello?
Oh, you still there?
Yeah, my little sis, my children.
Oh.
My children on press swap. You know how you swap out the car? And I'm like, hold on, voicemail.
Well, that's
She
okay.
laughing. You hear some laughing.
All
But
right.
I'll talk to you later, Tanya. I'll make sure I watch it. Every time you pop up, I don't subscribe to your thing.
Oh,
And I
thank
get the
you.
alarm, the notifications whenever you go get on live. So I make sure I look at them. But I'm about to get them together for daycare until tomorrow.
Okay, well, thank you. You have a wonderful evening. Take care of those babies.
You as well.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. That was Chastity calling in. But yeah, if y'all just joined in, we just been sitting here talking about this episode of Catfish with the girl who was on Catfish most recently on episode 24. She had claimed that she was dating Chris Brown. Let me pull this up. Chris Brown and Neve and his co-host for that episode, Cammy, they had to basically, crack the case. From the beginning of the show, now I know a lot of us who watch the show be like, come on now, you cannot be that stupid. But there are really people that we know who have really been catfished. And that's why in the title of the show, I asked, have you ever been catfished? What's your catfish story? So if you want to call in and let us know your catfish story, if you ever been catfished, if you're not too embarrassed, feel free to call in and let us know your catfish story. And sometimes in some situations, it's easy to be catfished, especially if you're really just looking for someone. If you've just came out of a horrible relationship, like in this particular situation, Shekinah, she had came out of a relationship, but it wasn't like a short-term relationship. She was actually dating someone for I think she said 14 years, which is a really long time. 14 years. And she has children, teenagers, and she was looking for love. And she was already a huge fan of Chris Brown already before she started communicating with this person who claimed they were Chris Brown. After she broke up with whoever she was with after that 14-year relationship, she was lonely. She wanted to be in a relationship. She was tired of being hurt, tired of being played, which brings me to, I don't know why she couldn't see it. What other blinders she had on that she couldn't see it? Oh God. Oh my God. The two of them had never met in real life. And then she told Neve and his co-host Cammy that not only was she dating Chris Brown, but she knew Chris Brown had a real girlfriend, the one that he's seen in public with, and was dating her on the side. And she said she didn't mind. See, if y'all seen this episode, or if y'all haven't seen it, please watch this episode. Because for a minute during this episode, I was like, this can't be real. This can't be real. You think you dating Chris Brown. You know he has a girlfriend that he's seen with publicly, that he spends real time with. But you don't mind being his other woman. And then on top of that, she tells Neve, oh yeah, and by the way, he has another girlfriend. And her and that girlfriend have became friends because Chris introduced them to each other, because he asked her, is it okay if I date more than one person outside of the actual girlfriend that he's seen in the public with? So not only are you thinking you dating Chris Brown, but he's also hollering at some other female on the side, and he wants to know if it's okay that he hollers at that other female. He wants to make sure it's okay with you. And then he introduced y'all to each other. And y'all become friends, like really, really, really close friends. I was like, Neve, are you being catfished? Are you being catfished? But anyway, the episode ended with basically the lady, I showed y'all the picture of the other lady, the one who actually did the catfishing. They flew down to, I think it was Michigan, where the person who claimed they were Chris Brown. They went to Michigan. Everybody knows, well, a lot of people know that Chris is from Virginia. He's not from Michigan. Is not living in Michigan. And that was another like clue. Like, there's so many clues along the way. I can't believe that this lady actually thought she was dating Chris Brown. Like, and when I was on the phone with Chastity, I asked you guys, what if you really thought you was on the phone with Chris Brown? Like, she thought she was dating him for 3 years. Let's say 3 hours. Let's say 3 days. This person is trying to convince you they are Chris Brown. Now, mind you, the lady met the person who claimed they Chris Brown on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. There's a Chris Brown Facebook page, and Shakina, she had added him as a friend. And Nia said, oh, so you just friend requested him on Facebook? And they said, and she said, yeah, he accepted me right away. That's another clue. Another clue. Like, these celebrities aren't out there just accepting friend requests on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever social platform they use. They're not just accepting any darn body as their Facebook friend. Now, they will do that on a fan page, because it's usually not even run by the celebrity. It's usually run by somebody in their camp. So that's normal for them to accept different people as their friends or to follow them or whatnot, on their fan pages. But being that she was already so, such a big fan of Chris Brown's, it was easy for her to believe, for some reason, that this was really his Facebook page. It had his pictures on there. Some pictures. Not a lot, but it had some pictures on there of Chris Brown. And she really believed that she was talking to Chris Brown. But me personally, if you would have told me you was Chris Brown and you trying to holler at me and all this kind of stuff, I like you, whoop-de-doop-de-doop. First of all, I'm going to need you to just bust out singing. Like, bust out. Not in 5 minutes. Not let me clear my throat. Not let me hold on. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to need you right then and there to bust out singing. Singing. Because, anybody who's a celebrity, who's a singer, could be like, okay, hold on. Then they play like a song, and you could tell, hopefully you could tell it's a recording or it's a tape or a CD or whatnot. But I still cannot believe this lady thought she was dating Chris Brown. But anywho, so Neve and Cammy, they took Shakina on a plane trip. They arrived in Michigan. They went to the house to meet this so-called Chris Breezy. And then, for those of you who's just checking in, let me show you the picture again. Hold on, let me see. Okay. This is the picture of the woman. Lord Jesus. This is so, I'm like, I can't believe she really thought she was dating Chris Brown. But anyway, this is a picture of the lady, 31-year-old Shakina, who thought she had been dating Chris Brown, the celebrity, the singer, for 3 years. This is her. She thought she was dating Chris Brown. Never seen him in person. He never flew her out anywhere. He never got her tickets to a concert. Never sent her any gifts. Nothing. But she just knew without a shadow of a doubt that she was dating Chris Brown. And so she called Neve on Catfish, you know, to help her go see or get in contact in person with her boyfriend. You know how Neve and them do. They would show up in a city and be like, we're here with such and such, and we want to know, is there any possible way you can meet us somewhere? That's how Neve does. And he usually gets the job done. He usually cracks the case wide open. And 9 times out of 10, it seems like everybody is generally catfished. Everybody. But it was so many clues along the way. This female, this lady, should have known that she was being catfished. That okay. And now that for those of you who are just coming in, that's the picture of the lady who was catfished, who thought she was dating Chris Brown. Now I'm gonna show you a picture of the lady again who actually pretended to be Chris Brown. This is her. This, my friends, is Johneesha. This is Nene. This is who pretended to be Chris Brown. And the thing is, not only did she pretend to be Chris Brown, but hold on, let me put her picture to the side. Not only did she pretend to be Chris Brown, but my bad. Trying to move these pictures around. But she has been running that Chris Brown page on Facebook. I think she said for like 7, 8 years. Because when they finally caught her in the act, let me move her picture to the side. When they finally caught her in the act, and she started telling them, here's the picture, here's her picture. And she started telling them, you know, about herself. And they said, well, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been catfishing people, pretending like you're Chris Brown? And she said, well, the longest relationship I was in, where she was pretending to be Chris Brown, was like 7 years. 7 years? You mean to tell me there's somebody out there who literally, let me move her picture to the side a little bit. There's somebody out there who literally thought they were dating Chris Brown for 7 years and never seen him in person, never got to go on tour with him, come to his home, visit him and his kids, his family, never sent you a gift, we talking about a rich celebrity that they thought they were dating. So, anywho, when they asked her why she did it, she claimed, like a lot of these people on here who are the catfisher, claim that, you know, it was a self-esteem issue ever since she was like, I don't know, I think she said 3rd or 4th grade. She used to get bullied all the time, picked on, teased all the time because she was a big girl, a bigger child, I should say back then because she was a little child, a bigger child than a lot of the other children. And all through her life, she had been like the one who's never like picked on a lot, never chosen a lot, never, you know, dated a lot, you know, stuff like that. So she had low self-esteem issues. And that's a lot of the times the reason for a lot of these people who be out here catfishing. Now, after they busted her and she so-called apologized, which I didn't think it was sincere. You know, she apologized The girl who she catfished, Shakina, she was so distraught. I mean, she was really sad. I mean, she was crying crocodile tears, snot and all, like heaving, because she thought she was dating Chris Brown. Again, watch the show, y'all. Watch the show, y'all. Because I still don't see how she could possibly have thought that she was dating Chris Brown. This is not just some regular Joe Blow that she thought she was dating. This was Chris Brown. Big time entertaining celebrity. You know? So I don't know. Y'all watch the show. Let me know what y'all think. Put your comments in the put your thoughts in the comments. I want to thank the caller for calling in, and thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And again, hold on, let me tell y'all again, it was season 7, episode 24. Was Shekinah actually talking to singer Chris Brown? That was the basis of that Catfish show. She wasn't. She wasn't. And I wonder how Chris Brown feels about this. Like, I wonder how some celebrities feel about this when they find out there's people out there pretending to be them and really leading people on, pretending to be them. I mean, I'm sure they're probably thinking, you can't be that naive. You can't be that dumb. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. But it happens. It happens probably a lot more than what we think. But anyway, y'all, again, thanks for tuning in tonight. If you want to check that show out, look it up on demand, or you probably can find it on the internet. But yeah, that was like one of the most interesting catfish shows that I have come across. And I normally don't do reviews on Catfish, like I was telling the caller. I'm like, but I had to talk about this. I had to talk about this because I was just like, I was at a loss for words. Like, all through the show, I'm up there in the middle of the night, like, trying so hard to stay woke when I should be in bed watching this mess. I'm like, okay. But anyway, this is why I was late for church this morning. Staying up late watching. I think I watched like 2 or 3 episodes of Catfish. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in again. In the meantime and in between time, as usual, Primetime Squad, make sure you click that like button. Make sure you share my video on your social media platforms. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.